You're sitting there, staring at the ceiling, drowning in memories that hit you like waves. You replay every moment, imagining them sitting alone, haunted by their choices, regretting how they treated you. But here's the truth: they're not haunted. They're not staring at the walls or feeling the weight of your absence. They're laughing, living, and moving on while you're stuck in the silence. Shocking, isn't it? You've been sold a lie, a comforting fantasy that someday they'll feel what you're feeling. But the reality is colder than you'd like to admit. They're not suffering, you are. They've walked away from the wreckage, and you're still standing in it. But what if I told you this pain could set you free? Section 1. They're not alone, you are. Stop imagining them as a tragic figure sitting in regret. They're not alone. Right now they're distracted, surrounded by noise, attention, and new people to manipulate. They're not tormented by guilt. They're busy curating their next highlight reel for social media. The silence you're stuck in? That's your silence, not theirs. They're not consumed by what they did to you because they never valued you the way you valued them. The truth is, they left you emotionally long before they physically walked away. And now, while you're drowning in memories, they've already started a new chapter. But here's the twist: this silence isn't your punishment, it's your wake-up call. Section 2. Why they'll never feel what you feel. You think your pain is teaching them a lesson. You think your absence is haunting them. It's not. People like them don't miss love, they miss control. They don't regret losing you, they regret losing what you gave them. The attention, the loyalty, the care. They didn't walk away empty, they left full while you were drained. You're stuck in a mental loop, imagining the day they'll realize what they lost. But the truth is, they won't. Not because you weren't enough, but because they were never capable of appreciating your worth. So stop waiting for them to wake up. They won't. And even if they do, by the time they feel the void, you'll be so far ahead that their regret won't matter. Section 3. The illusion of loneliness. You picture them sitting in some dark room, staring at the walls, haunted by memories of you. But let's be real, that's your fantasy. Right now, they're surrounded by distractions, jumping from one person to the next, feeding on compliments, and collecting admiration like trophies. They're not alone because they've perfected the art of emotional detachment. But here's the shocking part: their inability to feel loneliness is not a sign of strength. It's a sign of emptiness. They're not running towards happiness. They're running away from themselves. And one day, when the noise fades and the distractions disappear, they'll feel the crushing weight of their own emptiness. But by then, you'll be untouchable. Section 4. Stop waiting for their regret. Waiting is poison. Every moment you spend waiting for their apology, their regret, or their return is a moment stolen from your future. They're not coming back out of love. If they ever return, it will be to regain control, not to make amends. You've been telling yourself, what if they change? What if they wake up one day and miss me? Let me be brutally honest. If they wanted to change, they would have done it while they had you. They didn't because they didn't care enough to try. Your healing doesn't depend on their regret. Their downfall isn't your victory. Your freedom comes from letting go, not waiting for justice. Section 5. Redefining loneliness. Feeling alone isn't a punishment, it's an opportunity. It's a chance to rebuild yourself, to fill the space they left with your own passions, dreams, and purpose. The cure for loneliness isn't another person, it's self-respect. It's creating a life so fulfilling that their absence feels like a blessing, not a loss. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you miss them. But that pain? That's growth. Every sleepless night, every tear, every pang of longing is forging you into someone stronger, someone unshakable. You don't need them to patch the hole they left. You need to fill it yourself. Not with distractions, but with love for the person you're becoming. Section 6. Be the end of their cycle. People like them thrive in cycles. They manipulate, drain, and discard, moving from one person to the next like emotional parasites. But here's the twist: you can break the cycle. You break it by walking away completely. by refusing to re-engage, by removing yourself so thoroughly from their world that they can't hurt you again. It's not about making them miss you, it's about becoming unreachable. When they finally feel the void, it won't be because of you. It will be because of who they are. And by then, you'll be so far ahead that their regret will be irrelevant. Section 7. Declare your freedom. This is your moment. Say it out loud, I'm done. Write it down. Declare it boldly. Because this isn't just a passing thought, it's a decision. A decision to stop waiting. To stop hoping for closure that doesn't exist. To stop giving space in your mind to someone who doesn't deserve it. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The power of moving on. One day, they'll feel the silence. One day, they'll run out of people to use. One day, they'll face the emptiness they've been running from. But that day isn't your concern. Your story isn't about their regret, it's about your rise. Stop waiting for their downfall. Stop fantasizing about their regret. Stop hoping they'll realize what they lost. Instead, build a life so powerful, so unapologetically fierce, that their absence feels like nothing more than a distant memory. You were left alone so you could find yourself. So you could rise. So you could become someone so strong, so fulfilled, that even the thought of them returning feels like an insult to the person you've become. Now we are about to end the video. Now it is time to change your life. Write down a comment and say that you want to change your life. No matter how difficult it is to change. I will read each of your comment and feature one of the best comment in our channel.